Well, hello everyone. It is another day of the road trip. We are making our way through Virginia on our way to Asheville. We left DC this morning. We had a lovely night with Carl and Sarah. Actually hung out the whole afternoon. We went for a hike, we went for dinner. We had a lovely time. Jeff came and joined us for dinner. And then Sarah and Carl had to go to work today, so we packed up and headed off. It's about 1 p.m. now, so we've been in the car since about 9 a.m. We'll make it to Asheville early evening and we'll meet up with David. I think he said he has a meeting tonight, but then he'll meet up with us after his meeting and we'll get to hang out and then make our plans for tomorrow. So again, I don't know how much I'm vlogging of any of this. Because like I said, it's friend tour, it's catching up with people who aren't used to being on camera or having a vlogger around them. So it's a lot of just making personal memories and living in the moment, but I did want to at least pop in here. So we are at a charging stop for the Tesla. Mike just ran in to use the restroom. I'm gonna do the same thing. And then we're gonna get back on the road and keep driving to Asheville. It's been beautiful so far this morning. Lots of mountains and pretty farm country and some Civil War battle sites and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think we're doing any sightseeing on the way there. I think we're just gonna get to Asheville, check into our hotel and get comfy, but that's the plan. Well, we've made a detour to Natural Bridge State Park because it was right along the road. I figured we could use a little moment to stretch our legs anyway. So here we are. Well, let's go check it out. Let's see, National Landmark as of 1998. Surveyed by George Washington in 1750, granted to Thomas Jefferson in 1774. There you go. So we can already see it, but here's the panel about it. Wow. That's pretty tall. So obviously we're here on a wintry day. But look how big it is. Wow. Look at that. Wow, nature is cool. Nature is really cool.
Why do they not know how to possibly colors?
Here is the bridge from the other side toward back where we came. So that is supposedly where George Washington signed his initials. Supposedly. Now we go back up the stairs, but we have this beautiful little waterfall the whole way up. Nice day for a little roadside stop. Well guys, we have made it to Asheville, North Carolina, and I hadn't filmed any room tours on this trip because we were either just staying at standard hotels or we were staying with Jeff and Rick or Sarah. But tonight, this hotel room definitely warrants a room tour. So we've just arrived, we've checked in. This is the Foundry Hotel in downtown Asheville. We have a historic king room. Look at this beautiful hotel room. It is so cool. So it's beautiful outside. You probably just saw a clip of the outside. I'm gonna film more later. We were just, you know, getting checked in. But here's our room. So we have a king-size bed with exposed brick historic walls. Over here you have like a wet bar with sink and a fridge and an espresso machine, Nespresso I should say. A little sitting area. And then look at how far the ceiling goes up over here. Floor to ceiling windows practically. And then there's a whole other nook here with another beautiful window. Can't wait to see what the view is tomorrow. And then this bathroom. Look at this giant shower. Oh, look at it. So cool. I love it. I love the wood floors. Those are legit wood floors. Actual wood floors. Exposed brick. Look at the beam. This is awesome. I'm gonna have to look up some history on this building because I let Mike pick the place and didn't really look into it aside from a picture or two. So I will do some research and talk to you guys later about the history of it, but this is awesome. Hello, it's Liz from the future. So I didn't really talk to the camera much on this particular night, but we made it to Asheville. We got checked into our hotel, we got a little established, and then David messaged to let us know he was out of his meeting and ready to get some dinner. So we met him at a barbecue place in downtown Asheville. That was very good, but the best part about it is they had an entire seating area that was outside, and it was perfect weather. It was like in the 50s or maybe the 60s, I don't know. It was absolutely perfect out, and we were the only ones there. We closed down the place. We were there for like 2 hours just talking, and we would have stayed and talked longer, but we closed the place down and the employees were trying to get out of there, so we left. But that was a lovely dinner, and then at that point we were exhausted from a long day of driving, and it was time to go back to sleep and get ready for adventures the next day. Well, good morning from the Foundry. It's our hotel. Look how pretty. Love it. So we are going off to do some exploring around Asheville, starting with the Biltmore. Talk more once we're in the car.
Group sales.
Yeah. Wow. We are here at the Biltmore Estate. This is originally owned by George Washington Vanderbilt. That's what I read on the sign when we first got here. So we've got tickets to go inside the house. Let's walk there. We did the park and walk option. This place is massive. There's 8,000 acres. It's like a theme park as far as the amount of stuff to do here, and also the prices. It was not cheap. Was not expecting $85 a person. And that's without adding anything to it. They've got a ton of add-ons.
Well, the house tour we added,
Well,
technically.
yes. If you want to go inside the house, it's a different ticket. But yeah, very, very pricey. But you do get 2 days on the grounds for that $85. So if you're staying in Asheville for a couple days, there's a lot of stuff to do here. So your tickets are good for 2 days. I think you could only get into the house the one time, but then the grounds have a ton of stuff, which we're probably not even going to touch the surface on today. But let's go see the house. Let's go see some of it. We'll try to see how much we can do. David he took the day off work, but he's got a meeting, so he's gonna meet up with us after his meeting outside of Biltmore back in Asheville. So that's what we're doing. Biltmore! And there it is, the Biltmore Estate. So obviously we're here at the very beginning of March. It's still technically winter, so we're a little early as far as, obviously the trees are still bare, but it is lovely out today. So we have lucked into some gorgeous weather. Let's go check out the house. I'm probably not gonna be able to film in the house. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that that won't be a thing. We'll see, but at the very least we'll film the grounds. We did our tour of the house, and now we're grabbing lunch here at the cafe because there's still a lot more to see. So I got a BLT, and I got a chicken salad croissant. Looks yummy. So we finished our tour, we finished our lunch, got some souvenirs, and now we're just kind of wandering the extra areas of the grounds, taking it all in. There's a lot to see. So they're planting the tulips now, and that's what it'll look like come actual spring. So again, this is just waiting. Soon it'll be gorgeous.
In the depths of silence, where echoes remain, you were the sunrise, and I was the rain. A collision of souls, opposing in flight. I was the darkness, you yearned for the light. Now you're gone, and I'm losing my mind, losing my mind, I'm losing my mind. Now you're gone. Why did you cut me up, bring me out, and leave me high and dry?
One final look before we drive by, like they're doing. Off we go. After we got back from the Biltmore, we had a little time to relax at our hotel before David was out of his other meeting that he had, and we met up in downtown Asheville, and he gave us the walking tour of the city. So I didn't vlog any of this, mainly because, again, I hadn't seen David in 17 years, which Every time I say that math, it just, like, I cannot believe we went 17 years without seeing each other. We were just talking and I was living in the moment and enjoying getting to reunite with him. So he gave us the walking tour. He showed us the sights. I have some pictures from that to show you, not many though, just a few. And after all that walking and building up an appetite, we headed off to New Belgium Brewing, which Asheville has so many different breweries and they're all really cool with outdoor spaces, but New Belgium had a bunch of sours, and if you know me, I'm not really that crazy into beer, but I do like sours. And it was right on, I don't know if that was a river or a stream, but it had a really beautiful view, and we were expecting rain. That one had a covered outdoor area, so we chose that one. We went, we had some beers, we had some food, they had a food truck there, and again, just hung out until the place closed, until they kicked us out, and had a great time. So I had a running joke, back when I turned 21, David tried to convince me to come to one of the band's events, and he said that if I came to the event, which happened to be like the day after my 21st birthday, it was like a holiday parade, he said if I came, that he'd buy me a drink. Well, 17 years later, he finally made good and bought me my drink. So after a great time at the brewery, it was time to go back and go to sleep and then drive home. So this is the final part of the road trip. Well, everyone, it is the final day of the trip, and it is a rainy, dreary day in Asheville. So thankfully we did all of our fun stuff yesterday, because today I can barely even see the mountain over there. But it was a lovely night in Asheville, grabbing drinks with David and getting the walking tour of Asheville with David. Good times. I'm sure I will narrate this in some other way, so I'm not going to drone on. We're getting packed up, getting ready to get in the car and start the road trip home. Home, but we're just remarking on how green everything is. After we've been up in the Carolinas where everything's still winter, still dead, no blooms, and here everything is bloomy. We've been sneezing, no surprise. Everything is in bloom. Everything is bright green in Florida. Spring is definitely here. It's 82 degrees. Spring has hit Florida. Alright, well, I went with a matcha chai latte to match all the green bloom we're seeing here. Spring has sprung. We're almost home. So hey guys, that is going to end the footage from our road trip. We got our drinks at Bean Bar. I didn't even tell you where we were, but we stopped at Bean Bar on the way home. We came home, we saw the dogs, we gave my parents the rundown of the vacation, and we got settled back into normal life, which you already saw in the weekly vlog. However, it would not be a trip vlog without a souvenir haul. So I didn't buy a ton of stuff, but you guys know I collect magnets and I've been waiting to put the new magnets up. So here is the haul from the road trip. So first up, we stopped at Buc-ee's, and you have to pay the Buc-ee's tax, which is souvenirs. And I got a Florida Buc-ee shirt because this was my first time ever being at a Buc-ee's in Florida. So as you can see, I got the XL because I like them nice and oversized and comfy. I really don't wear these out of the house that often. They're usually more like pajama shirts. So yeah, nice, comfy, cozy, greetings from Florida, Bucky shirt. Actually very soft. Let's see, I have this bag from the Biltmore with goodies in it. We got this body lotion from the Foundry that we stayed at in Asheville. The way we booked the room, we got $100 in hotel credits to spend on food, beverage, and souvenirs. So the final day when we checked out, we went on a shopping spree, getting snacks and drinks and lotion because we needed to hit the $100. So hence that. This magnet at the Biltmore Aquarium. I got this magnet at Natural Bridge State Park, which is really pretty. I got this magnet from the Biltmore, and then we got this really beautiful ornament from the Biltmore. Look how pretty. They had so many different ornaments to choose from. It was actually really tough, but I love that this one had the house. I thought the wreath was really pretty and it said 2024 in it. So yeah, that's the big haul. So we had a fantastic time on this road trip. It was so good to see so many different friends and have so many stops along the way, do some sightseeing, and get to see some friends that we might not ever get to see otherwise if we hadn't done a road trip, you know? Getting to see our friend Steve, getting to see my band director David, getting to meet Dee, like just people that are kind of off the beaten path of travel normally, but a road trip allows you to get to see those people. So it was a great time, and now we're gonna be back to regularly scheduled programming on my channel. So as I am filming this, I am getting ready to go to Orlando for the weekend. So there's going to be some Orlando fun vlogs scattered in my channel the next few days. So if you like travel, if you came here for the travel videos, there's gonna be Orlando fun coming very soon. So with that, I'm going to sign off, but I will see you guys next time. Bye.